Good to go. All right, we're going to show you how to assemble these bed frames. They're pretty simple to put together. In order to put them together, you need a few bits. So starting out, you need a number 3 Phillips bit, which we provide with each set. We also include screws to screw down the slats and a bit with it, and additional screws to provide additional stability in the rails. But first, it's best if you have 2 people, but if you're doing it by yourself, it can be done by yourself. The first step is to get everything kind of close to the position that it'll be in. So you have your headboard here, footboard there, and then on the headboard and footboard is hardware that the rails slide down over. So I'm going to start with that. And again, I want to make sure that everything's pretty close to where it should be. Each rail is marked with your headboard here and your footboard down there, so you know which end it goes on. I'm going to slide these down in here. And if it doesn't go in, you may need to unscrew the Phillips bits just a little bit. After I get that side in, I bring the footboard in and then just set that down. So I'm going to let that sit there, and I'm going to do the other side. Again, it's easier if you have 2 people to help you support it as you're doing it, but it can be done by 1 person. So there, it's in the slots, and you're ready to tighten these screws down. So to do that, you use the number 3 Phillips bit, and if you have a drill, that works great. If you have just a handheld screwdriver, you can do it that way as well. So go ahead and tighten these down. And as you're tightening these down, you may just want to put your hand on the outside to make sure it's flush or close to flush. And do the footboard now. Give this one just a little bit of a tap to get it closer to the outside. Now once those are tightened up, the bed frame is pretty solid, but if you want some additional support, we've included these pocket screws. And there are pocket holes so that you can actually screw the rails right into the footboard. This is an optional step. It's recommended, but it's not necessary because the fittings themselves should provide enough supports. We pre-drill all the holes so that you won't get a whole lot of resistance whenever you do this. And so doing that, there's 1 on each side, so 2 on this side, 2 on that side, and then same thing for the footboard. Putting all of those in does provide some additional support. Again, it's not necessary, but it is recommended. After you do that, the next step is putting in the slats. So the slats go with the notch down, and we have the slat location marked on the rails. So you put those in place, and once you get them all put in place, you wouldn't have to do anything else, but again, if you wanted to, we provide additional screws and a bit to screw the slats down just for some additional support. So again, you just line them up where they need to go and screw down both sides and do it to all slats. So that's all you need to do to put this bed frame together. It's best if done with 2 people, but it can be accomplished by 1 person alone. And I hope that this video is helpful in putting them together. Total assembly time is usually under 15 minutes, depending on how many people you have and how everything goes for you. But anyway, I hope this video is helpful, and we sure appreciate your business. Thanks.